Hello, brothers and sisters, children of God, welcome to another video from Divine Simmons, titled, Help My Marriage and My Relationship. Now here's your host, Apostle, Divine Simmons.
Hello, and this is Divine, and this is Divine Time. And I just want to welcome you back today to the channel, and I want to thank you so much for subscribing, and want to thank you for all the comments, the beautiful comments, and the views that you gave me. I just want to thank you today and tell you how much that I really appreciate that you're doing it, and want you to continue to do it and to let me know that you're enjoying this channel. And today I want to talk to you about a topic that we really need to know about, and we're discussing today on relationships and marriages. And we need to know today, why are they failing? Because we're living in a time now where there are so many marriages and so many relationships are breaking up. And we need to know why they're breaking up. You know, some just may instantly break up, but there's reasons why a lot of them break up. And I want to give you some points today to tell you today, why do they break up? I've written a book concerning relationships and marriages, and I've did a lot of study into it, and then life itself will begin to show you why people are having the problems that they are having. And I'm gonna give you some tips today, and I'm gonna give you some, and we're gonna just discuss it and see where it takes us. Okay, the first thing I find that marriages and relationships are breaking up is because people do not take time to do no research. They just jump into the relationship. They don't take time to find out nothing about the person. You know, it's just an instant love, overnight love. And everyone knows that nothing overnight is real. It takes time to find out someone. It takes time to find out about the person, ask around about the person, ask the family members about the person. Just seek and find out as much information about someone as you can. Just don't take a person at their word, because like I tell many people many times, a person is going to tell you exactly what you want to hear. So naturally, if I'm a bad person, I'm not going to tell you, oh, I'm a bad person, but I'm going to make you think I'm the best person in the world. But if I do research and find out for myself and ask around and see what people say, then I'm going to learn more. Then that's the next thing I'm saying here. We need to take time to learn a person, learn about them. And that's something people do not do. Take time and learn about that person. You know, even when you're in school, you don't know nothing until you learn. And you got to take time and learn about someone. Just don't fall in love instantly. But I need to learn you. You need to learn me. I need to know your ways. You need to know my ways. You need to know what I like. I need to know what you like. I need to know what you all about. You need to know what I'm all about. And in things like this, these are the things that people pass by and they bypass them. They meet a person overnight. They meet them in a restaurant or somewhere like that, and instantly they are falling in love. But I want you to know, love takes more time than overnight, and a relationship and a marriage takes more time than overnight. I've seen people rush into marriages. I've seen people go jumping, and before they know a person good in 2 to 3 months and say, I'm getting married. You can't know a person in 2 or 3 months. Many times you'll stay with a person years and years, and you still don't know nothing about a person. So how in the world can we just jump into a marriage and say we know this person, we love this person? How could you love a person in 2 or 3 months and you don't even know what they like? You don't even know what color they like. You don't know nothing about them. You don't know what they do. You don't know do they have a job? You don't know what they're doing for themselves, their life. You don't know if they go to school. You don't know nothing about them. And then some people may say, oh, well, I've known them 5 years. I've known them a long time. You knew them, but did you learn about them? It's easy to know a person. You know many people, but you still haven't learned them. You find out about them, and then later you'll say, oh my God, I didn't know they was like that. Why? Because you didn't take time to learn them. Same in a relationship or marriage. And we're going to jump into those things. And then the first thing you say, I wish I would have knew they were like that. I didn't know they was like that. Because if I'd have knew they was like that, I never would have got involved with them. I never would have married them. That's because you didn't take time to find out. You didn't take time to learn them. And if you don't learn a person, then you're never going to know nothing about them. Knowing a person and learning a person are two different things. And then we kind of put them together. Oh, I know them, but you never took time to really learn about them. And the next thing, what makes a relationship or marriage messed up, and I find this more than ever, people are not truthful. And you must be truthful in all things. When you're in a relationship or marriage, you must be truthful to each other. You must tell each other the truth. I don't want to tell them this and I don't want to tell them that. How do you think it's going to be when they find out? It's going to be worse. When a person find out that you are not truthful, because many times a person look at things and they say, well, if you're not truthful in a few things, you're not going to be truthful in nothing. If you're lying in the beginning, then you're going to lie afterwards. But if you tell a person the truth, tell them something about you, look, there's some things you need to know about me. Let them sit down and tell you there's some things you need to know about me before someone else come and tell you. I want to be the first to tell you myself. This being truthful with a person. And these are one of the things that makes people relationship bad, because the minute they find out, they begin to back away from you because they say, no, I can't deal with this. I can't deal with a person that's going to lie to me. And then that's going to be a turn off to them. That's going to be a real turn off. And sometimes you got to take time and you got to tell yourself, is it worth it to lie to a person? Because if a person is going to accept you, they're going to accept you just like you are. They're going to accept you for who you are. It's not going to change their mind if you tell them something about you, because if a person really care about you, telling them things is not going to turn them off. What's going to turn them off is when they find out you are not telling them and when you are not being truthful to them. And one thing you got to find out, you got to learn that when you have a relationship, another thing that mess up a relationship, keep your family and friends out of your relationship. This is where a lot of relationships and marriages fail, because many times we'll go to our friends. You're going to put your friends into your marriage. You're going to put your relatives into your marriage. You're going to put your friends into your relationships. And a relationship, that is only two people. It's not a family. It's not friends. It's you and that other person. And you need to take time to examine each other. But when you begin to go to friends and you begin to go to family, they're going to find fault in them. They're going to always find something wrong with them. And when people begin to find something wrong with a person, and if they don't like a person, they're going to constantly make you think something is wrong with that person. So this is why you need to take time for yourself and get to know that person, get to understand that person, care about that person, and you become as one with that person, one in fellowship, one in love with that person. Take time, do things together, make it that oneness counts, and begin to stand there and begin to build together. You begin to build your relationship. You begin to build your marriage. And anything that you build on sand is going to sink. But if you build it on something solid, it's going to last. And even when people try to come against you in it, and even when people try to give you the wrong advice against it, guess what? You done built that relationship. And when they try to come against it, they can't. When they kind of come against you and begin to tell you that person is no good for your life, you know what? You're going to know it's not real, because you're going to know what you share with that person. You're going to know that that person is the best thing that ever happened to your life. And then when you know that is the best thing ever happened to your life, you pull together. You don't pull against each other. You pull together. And I find that too many times people are pulling against each other. And these are the things that are causing many relationships and marriages to fall apart, because you don't know how to make that marriage strong. You don't know how to make your relationship strong. You got to strengthen it. You got to strengthen it. You got to make sure that nothing can shake it or break it. Or it's got to be something that you really want, though. It must be something that you really want. You got to be in a position to really love each other, because true love will strengthen. It strengthens. It will not fail. It will not fail against gossip. It will not fail against lies. It will not fail when family members come against you. It will not fail when your friends try to pull you apart. It will not fail when a third party trying to come in and mess up your relationship and mess up your marriage and come in, because don't you know everybody know when you got something good? Don't you know the devil know when you got something good? And when you got something good, don't you know everybody don't like that? Can you imagine that when someone is happy and someone else is not happy, do you think they're going to be falling all over you, happy for you, full of joy for you? No, many times it's going to be jealousy. Many times it's going to be envy. And you got to see that everybody that's living it today is not happy. Many homes are messed up. Many marriages are messed up. Many relationships is messed up. This is why people are going from relationship to relationship, from marriage to marriage, from different partner to another, because they have not strengthened what they had. They didn't know how to strengthen and hold on to what they had, because don't you know something good is very hard to find today? Don't you know a good marriage is hard to find? Don't you know a good relationship is hard to find? Don't you realize today that a person being faithful is hard to find today, and a person that's committed to each other is hard to find? And don't you know people are not gonna like that when they see that you're smiling together and you're having a great time together and you're doing things together? People don't like that, and they get upset because they're saying, well, I don't have it, so why should they? I'm not happy, so why should anybody else be happy? But that's how people think today, because we are living in a world where people are so envious and people are so jealous today, and they are so jealous of what you have and what they do not have. So you got to learn how to fight for what you believe in. You got to learn how to fight for something that's precious to you. People fight, but they fight for the wrong things. They don't fight for something that's good. You never see people fighting today for good. They are fighting for things that are bad. People are dying over something today, over nothing, over little things, over things that don't make no sense. But you very seldom see a person fight for something that's good. And you have to learn how to fight in the spirit. I don't mean a physical fight, because you can't fight the devil in the physical, but you can fight him in the spirit. And you got to see and get there and pray with your partner. Get there and kneel down and pray and strengthen your life, strengthen your prayer life. Get there and strengthen yourself day by day, and tell the devil, look, you can't have this marriage, you can't have this relationship. Then you got to realize that nothing in life comes easy. Everything is a fight. Everything is a battle. You got to realize when you have something good in your life, you got to get ready to battle. You got to put on your boxing gloves and tell the devil, look, we're going to have to fight this thing out. I'm not giving up. I'm not quitting, because I'm going to hold on to it today. And you got to realize that even when you have a relationship, don't you know that the worst thing in the world for a relationship today is when your mate find out something you have hidden. Hidden things is a no-no. Hidden things is something that you do not need in a relationship. It's the worst thing in the world when your mate have to go in your phone and find phone numbers that you have not revealed to them or told them who it is. And then when they call a number, then oh my God, then you done got yourself in the middle of something that it's going to be the hardest thing to talk out, because the first thing they're going to know, well, what is the number doing that? Even if it's an old friend, even if it's an old boyfriend, or old girlfriend, but be honest about it. Don't lie. Don't tell them that, oh, this just my uncle, this my aunt. People use this so much in relationships and lying, tell people so much, oh, this person kin to me, that person kin to me. And then they find out that's not true. So when you tell a person this person is kin to you and the other one is kin to you, and they find out it's not true, then they're going to think, well, you must have a reason for hiding it. You must have a reason for lying about it, or you wouldn't say this. So you got to be real with a person. You got to be real with each other. You got to be real with yourself, and when you be real with each other and real with yourself, you give the enemy nothing to play with. You give him nothing to work with in a relationship. And I find out another thing that makes relationships and marriages go apart is because you don't share nothing. You don't share nothing with each other. Everything is separate. You never share nothing. You never sit down and laugh together and talk about nothing. Oh, look, I read a good book today. I want to share it with you. I want to share something I read. I want to share a good story that I heard today. Oh, I just want to share my feelings with you. Something that I've been feeling that I wanted to share with you and let you know how I'm feeling about it. Don't you know people need to share things with each other? And then sometimes you get mad with the other person because they're not sharing things with you. Because why? Because you don't have time to listen. Because you don't take it serious. Because you brushing them off. Every time they're trying to take something, oh yeah, okay, yeah, you brushing them off. Or you don't have time to talk to them. If you get on the phone, okay, I'm going to talk to you later. I'm going to see you later. Okay, bye-bye. You don't talk to them. You don't relate to them. You don't even text them. If you text them, it's a 2-minute text, hello, goodbye. So what are you saying to that person? You're saying, look, I'm not interested. I don't have no time. And when you don't have time for a person, what do you think will happen? You begin to invite someone else into that person's life, because the time that you don't take, they're going to give that time to someone else. They're going to give that time to someone that's going to take time and talk to them, take time and share things with them, take time and do things with them. And this is the hardest thing today. Today in the world, everybody's rush, go. They don't have time to sit down and talk. They don't have time to do nothing no more. Everything is rushed. Even when you're eating a lunch, they're rushing up. Oh, I got to hurry up and eat. I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to go to the store. Oh, I got to go attend to some business. Never have time to relate to each other. Never have time to share anything with each other. And these are the things that pulling people apart. These are the things that are breaking up homes. These are the things that are breaking up families. And these are the things that keeping people separated. And this is why you wonder sometimes why you're so separated. Look like my marriage going astray. Why? Because you're not sharing nothing with that person. You're not communicating with a person. And the hardest thing in a relationship is marriage is no communication. People don't have time to communicate no more. They don't have time. And if I can't communicate with you, I don't know what you feel. If I can't communicate with you, I don't know what's in your heart. If you don't communicate with me, I can't guess what you're feeling. I don't know. And sometimes people get quiet with each other and they'll stop talking to one another. And you're saying, why you quiet? Why you not talking to me? And you don't understand why they're doing it. And they're mad and upset because you didn't do this or you didn't do that. And they never sit down and take time to tell you, look, this is what I need you to do. This is what I need in my life. I need you just to talk with me. I'm going through something. I've been on a hard day today and look like everything went wrong. Sit down Talk to that person, share it with them. Let them show you the love that you need. Let them give you the time that you need. People cannot give you what you don't give out. How can I give you if you give me nothing to work with? How can you go on a job and work if your boss never give you the tools to work with? How can you go on a job and the boss just say, go ahead and do what you're supposed to do? Well, what am I supposed to do if you don't tell me? What am I supposed to do if you don't talk to me and show me what am I supposed to do? So you got to tell people sometime, don't make, well, you know what's wrong. How can they know what's wrong when you never shared nothing? You never said nothing. But this is why so many relationships, this is why so many marriages, and this is why so many homes have broken up, because there is a division. There's a division in the home. There's a division in the relationship. There's division in the marriage. We sleep in separate beds. One sleeping on the couch, other one sleeping in the bed. How can two people walk in a home all day and don't talk to one another? We sit at a table and eat together, and nobody have nothing to say, nobody communicating, and we're sitting there and we're eating, and we can't even say hello, we can't even say good morning. We can sleep in the same bed and get up and don't say nothing to each other, and then when you do say it, it's not pleasant. And the Bible says, don't let the sun go down with wrath upon you. Now, if we're not gonna listen to the Bible, who are we gonna listen to? God say, don't go to bed angry. Don't be angry with people. You got to realize anger comes from Satan, and it's something that Satan has placed there to separate and divide. And you have to realize these are the things that's gonna take the thing in your life away, the person in your life away. And the next thing that I'm going to give you on this today, I might do another video on it, because there's so much more you need to know. But the next thing I'm going to tell you on this one today, don't jump into nothing too fast. Too many people, and I see this every day, too many people are jumping into relationships too fast, marriages too fast, in love too fast. And just like a ladder, if you go up that ladder too fast, you're going to fall right back down. And it's the same way with a relationship in a marriage. If you go up it too fast, it's going to come right back down. Because the way you start things is the way that thing is going to end. So you got to realize you got to take time and put time in. You got to put patience in. You got to put work into whatever you want today. If you want something, that you got to work upon it. People don't work at marriages no more. They just get tired. They want to quit. They want to go to another partner. I'm tired. If something don't please them, they don't take time and work on it. They don't take time and work on their marriage. They don't take time and work on their life. I'm tired. I'm going. What are you tired of? Something that you never did? What are you tired of? You never took time to work on it. What are you tired of? How can you get up and go to work tired if you never did nothing? Oh, you never picked up nothing at the job. As soon as you get there, I'm tired. And you think your boss want to hear that? They're going to say, well, what have you been doing? And it's the same way with a marriage or relationship. What have you did to keep it together? How much work have you put into it? How much time did you put into it? And I want you to know, let me tell you something. Things take sometimes years and years before it's complete. You're trying to do something overnight. You're trying to jump into something so quick and want it to work. It's supposed to work, but it takes time. It takes time to learn a person. It takes time to know that person and then find out what they like, what they don't like. Don't you know you need to know each other's likes and don't like, the thing they don't like, what they dislike? You need to take time and find that out. You need to take time and know what pleased them and what don't please them. And when you don't take time to find out that, you are not going to have a relationship too long, because you're just going to be in a ship, not a relationship. And a ship can sail from side to side. A ship can sail up and down. And if there is no one to be at the controls, it can go anywhere. And it's the same with your relationship. It's the same with your marriage. You can allow it to go anywhere. You can allow it to go straight to a divorce court. But why would you tell somebody that you gave up your marriage and you don't even have a reason why you gave it up? You don't even have a reason why you separated. You don't even have a reason why you divorced. You don't have a reason why the relationship didn't go right. Sometimes people ask you, what happened? Man, I don't know. Man, I don't know. I just don't know. Talk to the woman. I don't know. You gave up something so precious, something that meant so much to you. You don't even know why. Then tell yourself, it was Satan tricked you out of the best thing that you had, and you didn't even realize it. He tricked you out of someone that loved you. He tricked you from someone that was going to be there for you. But you got to realize today that everything in this world, if it's worth getting, it's worth fighting for. And I'm going to stop right here today because there's so much on this subject, and I'm looking at so many homes broke up like never before. And I'm going to stop here because I'm going to continue on this again because there's so many people need to hear this today. There's so many people fighting, and they're fighting for their marriages, and they're fighting for their relationships, and they don't even know what's wrong. And they don't even know why they're going through what they're going through. But there's so many things that can cause relationships to go bad. There are so many things that can cause a marriage to go bad. So let's get it together. Let's get our life together. It's time to seek God. And the best thing I can tell you today, put God in the middle of your marriage. Put God in the middle of your relationship. He knew how to keep it together. He knew how to invent it. And from the beginning of time, he put a wedding together. He made a man and a woman, Adam and Eve. And you know what? Adam and Eve never separated. They stayed together until they left this world. Because anything God put together, it's going to stay together. And if it don't stay together, it's not God. But sometimes it might be God, but the devil can also fight it. Realize that too. Because sometimes when God put people together, the devil don't like it. He get upset. So he going to come against that. But if your love is strong enough, and if God placed it in you, and you are praying before God and stand before God, the devil can do what he wants. He can't touch your marriage. He can't touch you. But you got to fight for it. You got to realize today there are forces in this world that is greater than you. And Satan is out there in the Bible, say John 10:10, to kill, to steal, and to destroy. His job is to destroy everything that you try to do, everything that you want in life. So we're going to stop here today, and I pray that this video help you. And I want you to subscribe to this channel because there's so much I want to share with you. There is so much more I want to share with you. I want you to call your friend and tell them today to look at this video. I want you to call them and tell them today there is something you need to see. You know somebody that's going through something right now. Call them and tell them to pick up that computer, that phone, or whatever they have to do, and turn to Divine and look and see what she's talking about. Turn to Divine Simmons this day and see the answer that you need. See the help that you need. So I'm just thanking you for everything today, and I'm asking you right now to subscribe to this channel. Give me a view. And you know what? This is Divine, and Divine is saying at this time that she is getting out of here. And at this time, Divine is saying, get ready, because God got something great for you.
If you enjoy this video from Divine Simmons, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, so when we upload a new video you will be notified of new content from Divine Simmons. And don't forget to leave a comment below. God bless.